Okay, so this is the aquaponics construction video. This is Joe Arte talking. I'm right here. This is Luke Warnke, Jarian Van Hoos, Ethan Wallen, and Austin McIntyre. And then presenting with me now is Connor.
Hi.
And so our system is a lot bigger than last year's. Since Connor over here thought it was a good idea to go big, we decided to go big. These blue tanks that you see throughout the presentation, these were given to us by an aquaponics organization. So we did not create these. So
Alright, so the plants we're growing are lettuce, Swiss chard, radishes, cress, beets, cumbers, and celery. We found that tuberous plants, such as radishes, grow well. The system for growing our plants is a floating raft system over a wooden structure with a waterproof barrier on the side. Gravity moves most of the water from the fish tanks into the grow beds. After flowing through a grow bed, the water goes through an overflow pipe and into our filters.
as you can see, this is one of our filters just to get out all the solids, and then it's just pure water going into the plants from the pipes. And then this is one of the overflow valves that the water drains into after it goes through all the plants.
Alright, the type of fish we use are rainbow trout. They produce a good amount of waste, which is directly transferred as nutrients for our plants. A benefit is the sale of these fish. Rainbow trouts are a very delicious fish and can be sold for a good profit once fully grown.
As you can see, our rainbow trout average around 11 inches right now. This is just one of the smaller ones. We have about, I want to say 40 total.
Yeah, probably.
About 24 in one tank and 16 in the other.
Alright, there's not much maintenance that needs to be done on our system. The only thing we have to do is really feed our fish occasionally. Eventually we're going to set something up to do it for us, like on a regular basis, so that way we can just let it do its own thing and grow on its own.
The cost and dimensions of our system. The diameter across our tank is 60.5 inches, and it is 350 gallons per tank. And we have 4 grow beds. We have 4 of these. Each of them are 7.5 feet long and 5 feet wide. And they contain a lot of these little plant holes. The total cost of our system came up to $2,356.86. Now that seems like a lot, but in comparison to the cost of last year's system and the now huge size of this year's system, it's not that much to think of with grants and other things equated into it.
And the majority of our costs came from like the waterproof barrier and like you said earlier, those tanks were given to us, but the wood we used, that was a good amount, so that definitely boosted our cost.
The challenges and successes we found with our system. A problem that we ran into when constructing our system was maintaining a cool water temperature for our fish to survive in. After finishing construction, we had a problem because our fish needed cool water, but the greenhouse was too warm, and our tanks were on the other side of the greenhouse from the chiller. So we had to rotate our entire system probably about 15 feet and all the way around 180 degrees around so we could attach it to the chiller. But a success we had was the successful growth of our fish, and we found that radish type plants, like tuberous plants, work really well in our system, and we were able to grow them with ease.
Um, the construction process, it took a good amount of time to do all this because we had to screw in every single board in on our own, and it was just really time consuming. But we got our filters and our fish tanks into the proper position, and then just kind of went from there. We added plexiglass to our fish tank because there was an empty spot on there, and we just figured it'd be nice to be able to see our fish, to be able to like clean it and stuff. And then the waterproof barrier, that was not easy to get in. That took a little bit of time. And then we added plumbing to our tanks and connected them to a pool filter and a chiller, which he just talked about.
And then we added little like necessities that aren't required, but they're helpful. Like this keeps the water temperature from in the it's like insulation kind of for like the water in the grow beds. And then after that we had over here we had standpipes, but we needed to cut those down and kind of fine them up. And then these we had to put foam over so they didn't grow algae in. And
All right, so on average, rainbow trout can reach around 15 inches at full size. It takes them about 4 years to get there. In our tanks, we can hold up to 47 full-grown rainbow trout total. Our foam system on our grow beds can hold about 100 pounds each, and the plants we're growing all combined, like the different plants, will take an average of 61 days to grow up to their full size.
and now we're going to show you a video of our system in working order after we started up today.